848-4165.
The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
To the wall it is. It's gone! It's gone! He hit it on the center field fence.
Way back. You can put a stamp on that one and put it to the post office. It's gone.
Cedartown wins the region championship. Cedartown Bulldogs, the third region championship in a row.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA, 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to the field for today's action.
Welcome to Cedartown High School Baseball on the Cedartown High School Bulldogs Sports Network. The Cedartown Bulldogs facing the Pierce County Bears here. Pierce County out of Class AA. Pierce County at 2-3. The Bulldogs 0-5 after their loss to Bremen earlier this afternoon. Looking to bounce back from that. It'll be Tony Ware, Ace Allen, and Xavier Holiday. 1, 2, and 3. Dingler batting fourth. O'Neill will be DHing, batting fifth. Batting sixth will be Samuel Formby. Batting seventh will be Caleb Formby. Batting eighth will be Dakota Matthews catching. And Perkins, the third baseman, will bat ninth.
Bulldogs, number 13, T. Ware.
And for the Bears, pitching for them will be Cole Royer, and we'll have more on them in a moment as we're ready to go. And Sam Branch with a call.
Thank you, Andrew Carter. First pitch, swing and a miss for Tony Ware. Royer on the bump today for Pierce County. As you mentioned, the Bears 2-3 on the season. Cedartown still looking to pick up their first win. Second pitch on the way to Tony Ware, just missed ball one. Cedartown wearing their red tops still, gray bottoms. And Pierce County wearing blue tops and white pinstripe pants. 1-1 the count, pitch on the way to Ware. That one's taken upstairs, that misses high, ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike now on the leadoff man for the Dogs. Cedartown did a better job last game of getting the leadoff man aboard. We'll see if that streak continues here in Game 2 of this afternoon. It's Game 3 of the weekend as Ware looks at that one low, ball 3. Cedartown fell last night to Benedictine, and then they fell by a single run 5-4 against Bremen this afternoon. The final game of the 3-game series here from Brunswick High School. 3-1 pitch on the way. That one is upstairs, and Tony Ware is aboard with a leadoff walk, and that will bring up the Bulldogs' third baseman, Ace Allen.
Jonathan Stone is catching behind the plate for Pierce County. Around the infield, Jackson Harris at third. Shortstop is Chance Williams. At second base, Braxton McCook. And at first base for them will be Emmett Hall. We'll have the outfield for you coming up. But Sam, already a base runner, and that's certainly good news for the Bulldogs here in the top of the first inning.
First pitch on the way to Allen, swing and a miss. Ace would go 3 for 4 against the Blue Devils with 2 stolen bases, so we hope that Ace's bat stays hot here in this second of the twin bill this afternoon. He's behind in the count 0-1. Second pitch on the way, another big cut, and a miss by Allen, falls behind 0-2.
From left to right, it'll be Caden McGatha. Center field is Jones Heron. And over in right field, it's Caden Williams.
That pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now on Allen. The Dogs would strike for a single run in the top of the first against the Blue Devils. We'll hope to repeat here. Pitch on the way. That one's taken outside. Ball 2. The count now even against Allen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 on, nobody out. A beautiful afternoon here at Brunswick High School from the Golden Isles. Game 3 of the 3-game weekend. 2-2 pitch on the way, and that one is in the dirt, ball 3. So Allen has now run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter, bringing you all of the pitch-by-pitch action of Cedartown High School baseball here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network all season long. We appreciate you joining us. Payoff pitch on the way to Allen, and they're going to check his swing. He did not. Went around, strike 3 called on Allen.
That's a tough call right there.
Now batting, number 4, X Holiday.
So X Holiday will come to the plate with a runner at first base and 1 out.
I'm excited about this. We're going to see X Holiday pitching in this bottom half of the inning. This will be his first appearance, but he's done a pretty good job at shortstop when he's been playing in the field and has done well at the plate.
First pitch on the way to Holiday. Hung up upstairs, ball 1. Cole Dingler on deck for the Dogs. X would also have a good game offensively for Breben. He would go, I believe, 2 for 3 with a walk. Pitch on the way to Holiday, and that's it to the left side. That's going to hang up for the left fielder, who goes towards the foul line and makes the catch for out number 2. And so after a leadoff walk for Tony Ware,
Now batting, number 8.
we now have
Dingler.
2 outs and Cole Dingler to the plate. So Ace Allen, the victim of strikeout, and now a fly out from X Holiday will bring Dingler to the plate. 1 on, 2 out. Top of the first inning. Tony takes his lead at first. Dingler will dig in. First pitch on the way, and that one's hit hard to the left side, but I believe it's going to get foul, and it will. Made it all the way out to the parking lot, I believe, near the school buses. Got about 8 or 9 school buses parked out beyond the left field side, and so a long foul ball for Cole Dingler, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-1. Royer comes set, pitch on the way. That one's in there, called strike 2. Working on the inner part of the plate there against Dingler. So now Cole will have to be defensive at the plate. 0-2 pitch on the way. Called strike 3, and the Dogs are down on strikes. We will head to the bottom of the first inning. The Bulldogs leave 1. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
We head now to the bottom half of the first inning. Cedartown left the base runner in the inning. Not much doing for the Bulldogs offensively, and again, that's something we're looking for the Bulldogs to improve upon. But one thing we are very excited about is seeing the debut of his senior season on the mound, and that of Xavier Holiday as he is completing his warm-up tosses. Defensively for the Bulldogs, we'll go around the horn. It's going to be catching today. It'll be Dakota Matthews. From third base, you got Perkins over at third. It's Everett Perkins. At shortstop will be Ace Allen. Playing the back at second will be Caleb Formby, and at first base is Cole Dingler. In the outfield from left to right. In left field, you've got Brody Blackman getting the start in left field for this ball game. In center field, as always, Tony Ware, and in right field for the Bulldogs, Samuel Formby. So that's your 9 for the Bulldogs, defensively speaking. And for the Pierce County Bears, it'll be Chance Williams, the shortstop, to lead it off. Jones Heron will bat second at center field. Emmett Hall, the first baseman, will bat third. Caden McGath, if anybody reaches, will bat playing left field in the 4th spot. So here we go, Sam Branch with a call here as we get ready for the bottom half of the first and the season debut on the mound for Xavier Holiday.
Chance Williams, the shortstop, will lead things off for Pierce County. First pitch on the way from Holiday is in there for called strike 1. Holiday, of course, has been a staple of this Bulldog baseball team for years, just like he's been a staple on the basketball team. Pitch on the way, and that's hit to the left side. A chance for Allen, or Perkins, I should say, at third. The throw to first, the stretch from Dingler, and the throw is in time for out number 1. So 2 pitches, 1 out for Holiday.
Now batting,
That's going to
6,
bring up Jones Heron, the center fielder for the Bears. Bears. Just go ahead and get that one out of the way. Now we can continue.
You know, I thought it already was.
Pitch on the way, and that one is left up and away from Holiday, ball one.
You know, we thought the wind was blowing hard earlier. It's blowing even more now. It's really picking up.
Pitch on the way, and that one's lifted to the right side, foul territory. Dingler will give chase over near the warning track, and he will make the catch right in front of the Pierce County bench for out number 2. So, again, for Holiday, 2 pitches result in an out, and we've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Pierce County will now send Emmett Hall to the plate, the first baseman. Hall comes to the plate with nobody on and 2 outs. First pitch on the way from Holiday of the at-bats in there, called strike 1. Holiday really dealing here early for the Dogs.
I can't tell you what it means to have Holiday back out there contributing to this ball team.
Pitch on the way. That one is hit to the left side, out of play, foul. Strike 2.
You know, through his high school career, he has really contributed a lot. Last season, without Jay O'Neill pitching, he really kind of, him and his brother really took over the pitching. And there's a called strike 3 for out number 3. In a very quick inning there for ex-Holiday. More on that when we come back after the 60-second timeout here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big AA. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. Their phone number, 678-246-1031. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown. Or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant right here in Cedartown. Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Very quick, very efficient bottom half of the first inning for ex-Holiday. And the Bulldogs and Bears of Pierce County are tied up at 0. And it'll be the DH to lead things off for the Bulldogs here in the top half of the second inning. It'll be Jay O'Neill, who got the first game of the doubleheader off. I did talk to to Jay's dad between ball games, and I'll tell you about that conversation after the first pitch.
5, 6, 7 due up for the Dogs here in the top of the second. It will be O'Neill, Formby, as that first pitch is lifted into foul territory, strike 1.
Once again, the law firm of O'Neill, Formby, and Formby. But hopefully we're going to see a rehab start for Jay O'Neill next week in a JV role on Wednesday. And after that, we'll see what happens. They're just trying to take it as easy as they can.
Pitch on the way from Royers in there called strike. So it's 0-2 now, the count on the Bulldogs DH.
Of course, it's been just over a year since he had Tommy John surgery.
0-2 pitch on the way. And that one is upstairs, ball 1.
And the recovery time for Tommy John is anywhere from 9 months to 24 months. And with Jay's work ethic, I know he would be closer to the quicker getting back to it, but they just want to make sure he's okay before he gets another start.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. O'Neill is down on strikes for the first out. And so that will bring up Samuel Forby. And, you know, with O'Neill's commitment to play at the next level, that's also something that you want to keep in mind. And although we want him to be able to play at 100% here for us this year, you still got to think he's still got a senior season to go and then playing at the next level. So I'm sure that they want to manage that rehab very closely.
Absolutely. And Jason's dad mentioned, too, that he's got a big showcase that he's going to get ready for as well. Swing and a miss there. Nothing in 1 the count. But this summer, everybody's going to be there. It's going to be one of those things where it could decide whether or not you're going to get drafted early or what.
Pitch on the way. That's hit up the middle. A chance for the shortstop. He'll come on, throw on to first base, and retire Formby for the second out. Good play there by Williams in the 6th hole for the Bears. And that will bring up
Number 2,
Caleb Formby,
Formby.
the younger of the Formbys, by 2 minutes.
Yes, thanks for the clarification on that. And I figured we'd get a pretty quick answer on that. We
would
did.
too. Pitch on the way from Royer, and that one is left just upstairs, ball 1. Formby ahead in the count, 1-0 against Royer. Checks his armband, now gets set, and he's ready to go. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Looks like he almost kind of tried to check his swing there, but he went around. So the count now even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Kind of an awkward swing there.
1-1 pitch delivered, and that one missed low or maybe outside, but it is a ball. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Now the count on the Bulldogs' second baseman. Royer comes set. 2-1 pitch on the way. That one's fouled back. Strike 2.
By the way, you can catch that JV game on the Sergeant Dog Productions. Kelly O'Neill just texted me a moment ago and said that he would be available to do that ball game on Wednesday, and this is your response. I haven't texted you back, but he's listening to us.
It's all you, though, Kelly.
Yeah, you take it over. You take it, Kelly.
2-2 pitch on the way, and that one is hit to the right side and foul.
Lookout dugout down the first base side. The Pierce County Bears are occupying the first base dugout, and of course Cedartown on the third base side.
Good contingency of fans here from Pierce County.
Yeah, not definitely closer than Cedartown by far. Blackshear, Georgia, about the same latitude.
Pitch on the way, and that one is lifted back.
That is correct. Latitude, correct. Latitude, longitude.
Yes. Changes in latitudes, changes in attitudes.
Yes.
The late, great Jimmy Buffett. Come Monday, it'll be all right.
2 balls, 2 strikes the count with 2 outs.
Pitch on the way from Royer, and that one is in the dirt. We'll go to the backstop, and the count is now full against the Bulldogs' second baseman, Caleb Formby. 3 balls, 2 strikes with Dakota Matthews, the backstop for the Dogs, standing in the on-deck circle.
And a good job there by Caleb to check his swing right there, and that fills the count up. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Royer looks in, gets the sign from Stone. Payoff pitch on the way from the Pierce County hurler. And that one is upstairs, loses him, ball 4. So Formby draws a 2-out walk, and he'll go down to first base, and that'll bring up Matthews. Matthews had game 1 off. Gavin Allred would catch in his place during that game. Did a fine job behind the plate, but Matthews will be back there for this game 2 of the Twin Bill today. Game 3 of the weekend series. A quick throw over to first base, and Formby is back. No problem.
By the way, Sam, next week we've got a couple of ball games. We're going to be at Rockmart on February 27th.
First pitch on the way, and that's chopped to the left side. Third baseman will have a chance. It's going to be a hurry-up throw over to first base, and he will not do it. He lost it high, pulled the first baseman off the bag, so Matthews will be in at first base safely, and Formby makes it over to third base, and all of a sudden the Bulldogs have runners on the corners, and the freshman will come up, Everett Perkins. Big spot for the young man here as Perkins getting the start over at third base today. He started at third in the Calhoun game. He would come on and pitch in relief for Cedartown against Bremen when we have a courtesy runner coming in for the Dogs.
It's going to be Yarber out there at first base to run.
Courtesy run catcher.
We're at Rockmart on Tuesday, and then I think Friday we'll host Rockmart on March the 1st. And only 2 more non-region games, well, 3 more non-region games after that, and then we hit the region schedule on March the 12th.
First pitch on the way to Perkins. Taking low, ball 1. Royer already up to 32 pitches here in this top of the second inning. Behind in the count, 1 ball, no strikes against Everett Perkins. That one stays upstairs, ball 2. Good patience at the plate so far from the Bulldogs' third baseman. And he'll dig in. Now ahead in the count, 2-0. Runners at the corners. 0-0 your score here in the top of the second inning. Pitch on the way. That's in there, called strike one.
By the way, the Bulldogs will have another chance to play at another locale. On March the 8th, they go to Gwinnett, to Coolray Field, home of the Stripers, to take on Ringgold.
Pitch on the way from Royer, and that's in there for called strike two. So after getting ahead in the count 2-0, the count now is even as Royer has battled back here against Perkins. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out, top of the second. 2-2 pitch on the way, swing, and that one is fouled back off the net, and Perkins stays alive. That'll be a fun trip over to Gwinnett County, taking on the Ringgold Tigers.
Ringgold has historically had good baseball. We're actually playing Ringgold at Ringgold on March the 6th, and 2 days later.
And we have got caught in a rundown.
Yeah, we sure have.
And now they're going to try to get him, and they will tag the runner there at first base for out number 3. So the Bulldogs down on a rundown, leave 2 on. We will go to the bottom of the second inning. Still tied, 0-0 here from Brunswick High School. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
Welcome back as we head to the bottom half of the second inning. No score between the Bulldogs and the Bears of Pierce County. One interesting note about that final play, the rundown that happened, Cedartown tried to score from third base, and I think that was kind of part of what was going on there on the pickoff attempts. Dogs are trying to get somebody open and get that run to come home, but the home plate umpire said, nope, the run did not score before the out was made.
First pitch on the way to McGath is in there for a called strike one from Holiday. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Bears. Caden McGath, Caden Williams, Cole Royer. McGath stands in an 0-1 hole. Second pitch on the way from Holiday, misses low, ball 1. So the count now 1 ball, 1 strike against the left fielder for the Bears. 1-1 pitch on the way. That one just missed. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Eggs tried to come in through the front door right there with his breaking ball.
2-1 the count. Pitch on the way to McGath.
Oof, that one just missed.
That one just missed. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now the count. So X comes set, gets a sign from Matthews. Pitch on the way. And that one is lifted to the right side. It will be Samuel Formby. He'll come in from right field and make the play for out number 1.
Kind of tricky out there. He had to contend with the shadows starting to come in there from the trees. The sun is already heading down toward that tree line to the west. And he had to kind of come out of those shadows to make the catch, but no problem for him.
Caden Williams now up to bat, the right fielder for Pierce County. Looks at a pitch outside, ball 1. The Atlanta Braves picking up a win today against the Tampa Bay Rays in their spring training opener. Second pitch on the way, inside, ball 2. Michael Harris the second on his first swing of spring training. would hit one over the fence for a home run.
His final score was 6-5, I believe, in that ball game. Spencer Strider got the star on the bump.
He went 2 innings. I believe he gave up 1 hit, walked 1, and maybe struck out 2.
And
memory serves me correctly.
Not a bad start at all for the first game of spring training. The pitch just then bounced up there, and it's now a 3-0 count.
Pitch on the way from Holiday, and they're called strike 1. So the count now 3 balls, 1 strike on Caden Williams. X is dealing as it took him only 8 pitches to get out of that first inning. Time called, and Williams will be granted time, and he will step out. As I mentioned, for those of you listening on the radio, Pierce County wearing blue tops. Pitch on the way, and that one is inside, loses him. Ball 4. Blue tops with a P on kind of the top right part, or excuse me, top left part of the chest, and then a white number down on the bottom right side, white numbers on the back, and then, of course, the white pants with the blue pinstripes. Seeing a pair of pinstripes today in both Bremen and Pierce County. Number 30, Cole Royer, the opposing pitcher, now comes to the plate with a runner at first base and 1 out. X comes set. First pitch on the way. Misses low, ball 1.
That P logo for Pierce County is similar to Purdue, right?
It is. It looks almost exactly like it. Of course, Purdue with an excellent basketball team this year. The Boilermakers going to make a big run in the tournament, hopefully. Swinging and miss, strike 1, but you know they were a number 1 seed last year, and they got knocked out in the opening round by the 16th seed Fairleigh Dickinson, if you remember back to March last year. Of course, Purdue also had the National Player of the Year last year in Zach Eady, the big 7'4" senior, and he's on his way to a second straight title. As that one is lifted to center field, it's going to be Tony Ware drifting to his left, and he will make the catch for out number 2. So 2 gone here in the bottom half of the second inning with a runner over at first base. The Dogs trying to hold the Pierce County Bears at bay, and it will be up to the catcher, Jonathan Stone, to keep this one going for the Bears. X not wasting any time, comes set. First pitch on the way, and that one is going to be past Matthews, and the runner down at first, Williams, will trot down to second base. So Williams advances on the pass ball. And the count is 1 ball, no strikes on the opposing backstop, Jonathan Stone. X will check the runner at second. Pitch on the way. That one is low, ball 2. Holiday late to join the team. He had to wait for the basketball season to finish. So his first official game with the Dogs was Friday night. That one misses, ball 3. He would start in that game at shortstop. And here he is with his first appearance from the mound of the season. Falling behind here, 3 balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way, and that one's in there, called strike 1. So X battling back against Stone with 2 outs and a runner at second base. X will check the runner. 3-1 pitch on the way. That one's hit right back to Holiday. Hits off of his glove, and the runner from home is going to be safe over at first. At the plate, it was Stone, and he just popped that one right off of Holiday's glove, and it just kind of died. Formby had to come in from his spot at second base to field, and just not in time. And we're going to have Coach Johnson come out and check on Holiday, as Pierce County will now have runners at the corner, and number 15, Dylan Figueroa, the designated hitter, coming to the plate. But first, we'll make sure X is good to go.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Kind of looks like he hit off maybe the heel of the glove.
They're checking him just to make sure.
Luckily, it was off of his glove hand. So we had a little bit of protection there, but I think he's good to go. One, 4, C. And he pointed to first base. What does that mean? I don't know.
I do not know.
I don't either.
Courtesy runner,
Courtesy
number
runner.
14, Garrett Stevenson.
Garrett Stevenson, the courtesy runner over at first base for Stone, and Figueroa will come to the plate with 2 on and 2 outs. Dakota Matthews for the Dogs, giving the sign to the infield. They will bring the infield in maybe a little on the corners, and X is ready to go to work here now. Pitch on the way from Holiday. That's in there, called strike 1. Oh, 1 the count, and that one's in the dirt, ball 1. So the count now even on the Bears' designated hitter, Figueroa. Holiday comes set, and pitch on the way. That one misses upstairs, ball 2.
You have to remember, too, that Holiday, he might have played catch, while during the basketball season, but he wasn't officially practicing with the team yet. He had to wait until the season was over before he could join the team at all.
Pitch on the way from Holiday. That one's lifted to the right side and will almost make it to the parking lot foul. So a long strike 2 foul ball, and the count is now even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the second. Game 2.
Deuces are wild.
And the pitch is on the way, and that one is lifted to the left side.
Could be tough.
The left fielder will come in. Brody Blackman with a good play there from left field, and that will retire the side as we will go to the top of the 3rd inning. We're still scoreless here at Brunswick High School. We'll be back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedartown Automotive is your one stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
Welcome back, Cedartown Baseball on the Big Double A, 106.1 FM, AM 1340, the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. No score through 2 innings of play. The Dogs' offense looking to get started. Holiday through 2 innings has pitched well, Sam.
Yes, he has. Now we need the Bulldog bats to come alive as we will see what we can do here against starting pitcher for
14, Perkins.
Pierce County. It will be the bottom of the order, Perkins, and then we'll go back to the top of the order in Ware and Allen. So Perkins up to bat. And we will get started here in the 3rd inning. First pitch on the way, and Perkins hits that one to the left side, and that one is going to be down and fair, and that one's going to go all the way to the corner. Perkins will round first. He's on his way to second, and he is going to be in there with a leadoff stand-up double for the Bulldog freshman.
Well, the young guys today have done well at the plate. Perkins with that double. Of course, Ace Allen in the first game had a good day at the plate. And now Tony Ware will be batting here in the top half of the 3rd inning and a chance to maybe get the Bulldogs on the board.
Perkins just saw that one and turned on it and drove it deep to the left side. Rattled around there in the corner. And the Bulldogs might have something cooking here in the top of the 3rd inning. Ware will step in with Perkins out at second base and nobody out. Tony still looking for his first hit of the game. Takes that one upstairs, ball 1. He drew a walk to lead things off. And now he will stand in ready to go to work. Pitch on the way from Royer. Shows bunt again, way upstairs, ball 2. And now the sun has started to come down below the awning here.
Yep, it's in our faces now. But it feels good because
Man, it does.
the wind was not cold, but it was just a little chilly.
2-0 pitch, strike one. Ware showed bunt again. So now the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike against the Bulldogs center fielder. Ware will stand in. Pitch on the way from Royer. Swing and a miss from Tony. Strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner at second for the Dogs. Top of the 3rd inning, still scoreless. 2-2 pitch on the way. That one's in the dirt. Ball 3. The runner is going to go down to third to throw to third, and he is out. Came off of the bag.
Yep, he overslid the bag.
Yep. Perkins came off of the bag there at third, and the third baseman Harris was there to apply the tag for the first out. So erase the base runner, and it's a full count for Tony Ware.
That's a shame. That's a rally killer right there. We just need him. We just need Tony to reach.
Payoff pitch on the way from Royer. Upstairs, ball 4, lost him. So Ware, with his 2nd straight walk, will go down to first base, and that's going to bring up Ace Allen.
Number 0, A. Allen.
Ace 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Allen had a hot bat against Bremen. Also had the shoes working. Picked up 2 stolen bases. First pitch on the way to him, though, is fouled back. Strike 1. So 0-1 now the count against the Bulldogs shortstop for this game, Ace Allen. Pitch on the way, and that one is, just missed ball 1.
Barely missed.
Yeah, it did. Might have missed inside, maybe. Either way, the count is now even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Wonder if Tony runs here.
1 on, 1 out. Pitch on the way. That one missed, ball 2. The wind really starting to kick up the dust a little bit as it's coming from right to left.
Yeah, they watered this field between games, but it's already dried up with that rain. It's very dry here after that cold front came through last night.
2-1 the count on Allen. Pitch on the way, and that one is fouled at the plate. Strike 2. I think it came off the catcher's mask. Home plate umpire is going to walk out to the pitcher's mound, swap baseballs with him. They actually kind of meet halfway between the pitcher's mound and the first base side there. Ask him what he had for dinner. Did you have some good seafood? Did you eat any oysters? You feeling okay? All right, good to go. Now we're ready to go back to work. The count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Ace Allen. Allen will dig in. And pitch on the way. That one is lifted to the left side, and that one is going to be foul, but will it leave the park? And it will. So no play for the third baseman, Harris. So the count will stay even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Allen, another one of those underclassmen for the Bulldogs that is going to be a part of this team for the next few years to come, and you know it's going to be a solid part. Pitch on the way. That one is in the dirt. He got some playing time last year with that senior heavy team as a freshman, if memory serves me correctly.
Yeah, he did. And he played very well. He earned the respect of his teammates, and I think he played enough to let her.
Got some time over at third base. Also played a little bit of left field, if memory serves me right. Lifts that one over to the right side. That one's foul as well.
Yeah, when I know when MJ Holiday was pitching, you had Ace Allen over at third base, but MJ, of course, would play third for the most part. I know a lot of Rockmart fans who might be watching us are definitely pulling for the Bulldogs here against Pierce County.
2-2 pitch on the way, and that one is going to be outside. Or excuse me, that was 3-2 pitch. That was full count, so that's ball 4. So Ace Allen will go down to first base. Tony Ware moves up to second, and that will bring up X Holiday. Holiday will come to the plate, 0 for 1 on the afternoon.
Of course, Pierce County beat Rock Martin in overtime in the state championship game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Absolutely one of the best high school football games I've seen in a long time.
It was one of the best. It was definitely the best state championship game of the year.
First pitch on the way to Holiday. That one's lifted back behind us. Strike one, foul ball. And you know that both of those teams just were grueling it out. And both teams totally out of gas, gave up everything that they have. And Pierce County was just able to edge Rockmart and come out on top. 0-1 the count, pitch on the way. And that one is lifted to the left side. A chance for Magatha. He's going to come in foul territory right at the foul line, and he will make the squeeze for out number 2. So Holiday is out on a long fly ball to the left side, and that will bring up the first baseman, Cole Dingler.
And here's a guy that's due. He needs a good at bat. He needs to break out of this little mini slump he's on, and nobody knows it more than the kid at the plate right now, and he's certainly capable of coming out of any kind of a struggle at the plate.
So Dingler looks at the first pitch, and he drives it to the right side, but foul, just in front of the Pierce County dugout for strike one.
Of course, we played Benedictine last night, and that may have been the second best high school state championship game I've ever seen.
0-1 the count on Dingler. Pitch on the way, and that one's in there called strike two.
Of course, we as Cedartown fans tend to put that one out of our minds because of the result, but we're playing two teams that have beaten Polk County teams in football state championships this weekend.
Pitch on the way. In there called strike three. So the Dogs will leave 2, and we will go to the bottom of the third, still scoreless here in Brunswick, Georgia. You're listening to Cedartown High School Baseball here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Welcome back as we head to the bottom half of the third. Cedartown and Pierce County are scoreless. The line now done for X Holiday. He'll come out of the ball game, and a new pitcher for the Bulldogs will be number 1. And let me give you the line on X Holiday as he will be done for the day. Xavier Holiday goes 2 innings, 1 hit allowed, no runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. So for your first game back, not bad, Sam.
Not bad at all.
The new arm out there will be number 1. Graham will be the batter.
Yep, Will Graham.
I beg your pardon.
Will Graham coming on in relief of X. So a good first start there from Holiday, and I feel like that was probably planned to limit his time anyways, but X will move back to his normal position there at shortstop. So first pitch on the way from Graham, misses outside, ball 1. Graham, kind of a sidearm delivery. And it's going to be McCook at the plate. And that one's chopped to the left side and foul, so the count now goes even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Graham comes set, pitch on the way. That one's hit up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for McCook. He just put it right back where it came from, and Tony Ware will get it into X Holiday. And Pierce County has a leadoff single.
That's only their second base hit of the day, Sam, and it comes on a pretty solid rope there, right back where it came from.
A couple of baseballs in, and now we're ready to go back to work. Chance Williams will come to the plate now with a runner at first and nobody out.
The wind really whipping out there. In fact, the wind blew our ladder down over there.
Oh, it did, didn't it?
Thankfully, well, it's really whipping our outfield camera pretty good.
So Williams digs in. McCook over at first base. Pitch on the way from Graham, and that one's hit to the left side. Allen will throw on to second for out number one. They make the turn to first, and he is safe. We tried to go with the 5-4-3, but we at least get the 5-4 put out, and you erase that base runner going into second base, and there's one out. So we just swap base runners over at first, but we pick up an out.
Just a bit too slow of a developing play for it to be a double. The round the horn double play, which, gosh, you love to see it, but there's a throw to first base, really quick throw there from Graham. Runner back safely.
Heron is at the plate now for Pierce County. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Another one over to first base. Back in time is Williams. Chance Williams was the top of the order, the shortstop for the Bears. So the first pitch on the way to here, and that's lifted to the right side, and that's going to drop in fair territory. Formby will go over and cut it off. He'll get it in, and we'll have runners at second and third, and they're going to wave him home, and we're going to have a play at the plate, and he is out. What a throw from third base from Ace Allen into Dakota Matthews, and that cuts the runner down at home, and there's two outs with the runner at second, and the Dogs preserving the 0-0 tie here in the bottom of the third.
Well, let's also talk about what a great throw it was from right field, which enabled that play to take place. The throw came in. The runner was going to second base from the start. Of course, when he saw the throw going in toward third, he took off for second. But sending the runner from third base with a ball coming in toward third, I question that call.
Yeah, that was an aggressive move.
Very
aggressive. I think is the nice term to put it there. But like you said, Samuel Formby with a heck of a play in right field and a heck of a throw. Pitch on the way in from Graham, and that one is hit to the right side as well. Caleb Formby knocks it down, but goes tumbling. They're going to send the runner again, but this time no play at the plate. And Pierce County jumps out to a 1-0 lead. You cut a runner down coming from third to home with a great play from Samuel Formby, and then that little trickler out to the right side past Caleb Formby. He scores a runner from second.
He scored all the way from second base on a ball that didn't make it out of the infield. I don't understand that. You gotta knock that thing down. I'm not sure if he didn't know where it was, or if he was or what, but he's got to get that ball over, and there's a throw down to first base, runner back. But
it was close though over at first.
You just can't allow a runner to score from second base when it's hit on the infield like that.
So this will be McGatha. First pitch on the way is low, maybe? Ball one, yep, and it was low. So 1 ball, no strike now on McGatha. Hall is your base runner over at first. Pierce County with a 1-0 lead. Pitch on the way from Graham. That one stays upstairs, ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes, the count on Caden McGatha, the left fielder for Pierce County. Pitch on the way. That one misses as well. Gets away from Matthews, but it won't go far enough to advance the runner, but the count is now 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Throw over to first, runner back safely. And the pitch on the way from Graham. In there called strike 1. So the count now 3 balls, 1 strike on Caden McGatha. McGatha 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Pitch on the way, and that one is hit to the left side and past the diving Ace Allen, and that one is going to reach the left side, and the runners will hold at second base. So Pierce County continuing the 2-out damage with a runner over at first and second on the single from McGatha. That'll bring up number 5, Caden Williams, the right fielder for the Bears.
Speaking of, we're at Brunswick High School, and their mascot is the Pirates. The Pittsburgh Pirates used to have a minor league baseball team here that played at Edo Miller Park, where we were at last night. Some of the notable players that have come through here, Fred Green, who played with the Pittsburgh Pirates and Chicago White Sox, but Mario Cuomo, there's a base hit to left field.
That's going to score another run. They'll wave him from third, the throw in.
Or will it?
And it's going to go directly to Matthews, but it's going to be offline, and the Pierce County Bears have jumped out to a 2-0 lead here at the bottom of the third inning.
And with that, Caden Williams scores a
Runners now at first and second. And a lot of two-out damage coming here against the Bulldogs, and Coach Johnson, I think, has seen enough. And he is going to come pull Will Graham.
So, but we'll keep it right here for a moment. I wanted to finish my thought here. Notable players, as we mentioned before, Fred Green, Chicago White Sox, Pittsburgh Pirates. Mario Cuomo is later on, after he left baseball, became governor of New York. He was, of course, that's of the Cuomo family that you know.
Andrew Cuomo.
Yep. Wami Douglas played here, as well as Bo Billingsley, who played with the L.A. Dodgers through the first ever no-hitter for the Angels at Dodger Stadium, but also Branch Rickey. Was team vice president.
Of course, we all know what Branch Rickey is famous for.
Absolutely. He
bringing Jackie Robinson.
Brought Jackie Robinson to the Brooklyn Dodgers. But after he left Brooklyn, he came to the Pittsburgh Pirates organization and was vice president of the Brunswick Pirates in the early 1950s. So, in case you didn't know, now you know. We'll come back after 30 seconds with a new pitcher after this word from our Cedartown High School Bulldog sponsors here on the Big Double A.
We're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Welcome back to Bulldogs Baseball here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. Pierce County leads 2-0, a two-spot here in the bottom half of the third. New pitcher for the Bulldogs will be Gavin Allred. He'll take over on the hill as he completes his warm-up tosses. Coach Johnson out there to give the lineup correction there or lineup adjustment to the home plate umpire. Bulldogs, things were looking pretty good until things didn't and came unraveled a bit here in this inning. There was a great defensive play to gun out a runner at home plate, but then a ground ball with a runner at second base picked up at second, and the runner from second came around to score. So that's your situation with runners on first and second and two out.
Royer, if I can say his name right, will come to the plate, the opposing pitcher.
I'm glad you're calling that name and not me.
I'm not doing it very well, but the first pitch on the way from Allred is in the dirt, ball one. You've got Williams over at first, McGatha at second, and Royer at the plate. And a lot of two-out trouble for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the third inning, and we're down 2-0. Allred trying to hold the Bears at bay.
The Bears.
Pitch on the way, and that one's going to get past Matthews, and everybody's going to move up a base. So now you've got runners at second and third. And the count now 2 balls, no strikes against Royer. The Bears. And now we're ready to go. And the pitch is on the way. That's in there, called strike one. So the count now 2 balls, 1 strike.
Sorry.
You're fine. Gavin Allred. He was behind the plate for the Dogs in game 1 against Bremen, and now he's out on the mound in relief. Third Bulldogs pitcher of the game. That one almost gets away from Matthews. Good stop there behind the diamond for Dakota Matthews, but the count is now 3 balls and 1 strike. Royer, will he have the green light here with the 3-1 count? We'll have to wait and see. Pitch on the way from Allred.
We'll never
and that
know.
one misses inside, ball 4.
We'll never know. Bases loaded on the walk.
That'll bring up Stone, the catcher.
Now batting, number 20, Jonathan Stone.
Jonathan Stone 1 for 1 on the afternoon, and this time he comes to the plate with the bases juiced. And the coach is going to come over and maybe a courtesy runner, and I believe so, yep. So number 19 will run for the pitcher for Pierce County. Carter's working on a name for you.
Dalton Weatherby.
All right.
Dalton Weathersby, the courtesy runner, number 19 for Pierce County.
And the home plate umpire going to go over and
Running
talk
for the
to
pitcher, number 19,
Coach
Dalton
Gavin Johnson.
Weathersby.
What are we talking about?
Something.
Were they talking about dinner plans, maybe? Who knows? I know we're ready to go now, though.
We are.
So Stone stands in with the bases loaded. 2 runs already across here in the bottom of the third. First pitch on the way is in there for a called strike 1 from Gavin Allred.
The curve. Good looking breaking ball there from Allred.
0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. That one misses, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Stone. Allred gets the sign from Matthews. Comes set, pitch on the way. That one's hit right back up the middle, and that one's going to die at the pitcher's mound, and everybody is going to be safe, and it's 3-0 Pierce County.
Sam, that's just one of those bad luck ones right there. It came right back at him. He threw his glove down, but instead of getting it in his glove, deflected it, and once it got away from him, foregone conclusion there, 3-0 now, the score, as everybody moves up 90 feet.
Figueroa now comes to the plate, the designated hitter, 0 for 1. And he will come to the plate with the bases still juiced, still 2 outs. And now 3-0.
Derek Stevenson.
Derek Stevenson will come on as a courtesy runner for the catcher, Stone, over at first base. So you've got Stevenson at first, Weathersby at second, and Williams at third, and Figueroa at the plate. Allred, the third Bulldog pitcher already, and we're only 2 2/3 through this one. Pitch on the way. That one's in the dirt. Good stop there by Matthews to keep it in front of him. Ball 1. Kelly O'Neill, I could not agree more, sir. Could not agree more. Also, a little bit of bad luck, I think, in a few plays as well has hurt us. Pitch on the way. That one misses, ball 2. Kelly was saying a lot of potential, just some mental miscues, and that's something that you can correct and fix. But there's a whole lot of potential with this team out on the field, and I think one of the things is going to be getting over that hump and picking up the first win of the season. Pitch on the way from Allred. That one's in the dirt. The count now 3 balls, no strikes on Figueroa. You don't have anywhere to put him as the bases are loaded. 3 runs already across, a lot of damage coming with 2 outs, and if memory serves me correctly, Andrew, all 3 runs have come with 2 outs. Pitch on the way. That one's in there, called strike 1. Just catches the inside part of the plate.
You're right. That's when all the trouble started.
2 out trouble. I hate it. Figueroa will step back in now. Allred will come set. And the pitch is on the way. Lost him. Ball 4. So the 4th run of the inning and the 4th run of the game for Pierce County will come across courtesy of a bases-loaded walk. And that will bring up
Jackson Harris.
number 13, Jackson Harris, according to the PA announcer. Nope, number 3. That's what I thought. It should be McCook.
Braxton McCook.
So the second baseman, who is 1 for 1, will come to the plate with the bases loaded. And again, a 2-out run for Pierce County, this time courtesy of a walk. All red comes set, first pitch on the way. And that one is lifted into foul territory. I think it's going to hit the roof, or it might just clear, so it does. Just lands just behind us here in the bleachers. And so McCook will dig in. Long look in from All Red to Matthews. Now he's ready to go. Pitch on the way. That one's going to be in the dirt. Good stop again by Matthews. Nobody will move up, but the count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way from Allred. And that one is lifted to the left side. The shortstop, X Holiday, is going to have a play just on the outfield grass. And finally, out number 3, but not before the Pierce County Bears were able to put a 4 spot here in the bottom of the 3rd. Let's go to the top of the 4th to the Dogs trail here at Brunswick High School. We'll be back after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time at Live.
Welcome back as we head to the 4th inning. Cedartown now trails 4-0, a 4 spot in the bottom half of the 3rd. And Jay O'Neill will lead things off here as we head to the top of the 4th inning.
5, 6, 7 due up for the Dogs. O'Neill, Formby. First pitch on the way from Royer is way upstairs, ball 1. A lot of trouble came in that 3rd inning. All 4 runs would be scored with 2 outs. And the Dogs' bats need to come alive here against the Bears to claw back into this one. And that one is in there, and just missed, ball 2. We'll take it. Looked good to me, but I guess it missed just off the plate outside. So the count now 2 balls, no strikes on Jay O'Neill, the Bulldogs DH. Pitch on the way. That one is inside, ball 3. Royer so far, 3 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Has faced 13 batters, has thrown 59 pitches, 33 of them so far, 4 strikes. O'Neill 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Pitch on the way. That's in there for a strike. Strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike now the count against Jay O'Neill. Royer comes set. Pitch on the way. That one missed low. Ball 4. So O'Neill draws a leadoff walk, and the Bulldogs have a base runner here with Samuel Formby coming to the plate, the right fielder for Cedartown, 0 for 1, looking for his first hit in this game 2. Baseball at the beach here at Brunswick, Georgia, playing tonight here at Brunswick High School. First pitch on the way from Formby, and that one's fouled almost directly back. Strike 1. Pierce County 2-3 on the season. Cedartown 0-5. First pitch on the way, pitch on the way. The second pitch and a swing and a miss, strike 2 from Formby. Pitch on the way, just missed, ball 1. That one was close. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count on the Bulldogs right fielder. Formby got the start last night against Benedictine. Pitch on the way, and that one is lifted to the left side. Will it get out or will it stay? It's going to stay, and it is a foul ball, though. The left fielder unable to get over and make the grab, and so everybody will go back and reset. Jay O'Neill over at first base, and Samuel Formby will come back to the plate after a long foul ball to the left side. .315 to the corners here at Brunswick High School, 375 to the power alleys, and 395 straightaway center. 1-2 the count. Pitch on the way to Formby. Had him out front. Strike 3 called. So Formby is down on strikes, first out of the inning, and that will bring up his brother, Caleb Formby, second baseman for the Dogs. Dakota Matthews waiting on deck for Cedartown. Royer checking his wristband, and now he's ready to go to work. Pitch on the way, and that one is foul back. That glare coming in from beyond, kind of really coming from foul territory on the right side, coming in right on the eyes of the batter. Going to have to contend with that. The shadows also creeping in from that direction. Pitch on the way. That one's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now the count on Caleb Formby. The shadows have already reached all the way into the right side of the infield, covering first base over towards second and creeping in right where the shortstop is standing. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch is in there for called strike 2 against Formby. Royer already throughout this game has pitched well, but now he's got a 4-run lead, and he fires that one in there, and it just missed, ball 2. So the count now even, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Formby.
No, he wanted that one.
He wanted it. Stone wanted it. Pierce County coaching staff wanted it. We're the only ones that didn't want it, and we got it. So 2-2 now the count on Formby. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 3, and Formby is down on strikes. So that will bring up Dakota Matthews.
Now batting, number 23. Matthews.
He comes to the plate with 2 outs, and Jay O'Neill standing over at first base. Everett Perkins got the start over at third base, but he was replaced, I believe. But nope, he will come out. So he's still going to hit, even though we had some adjustments. Holiday started this game as the starting pitcher for the Dogs and went 2 innings. And Cedartown is now on their 3rd pitcher of the game. Pitch on the way, though, to the starting catcher. Dakota Matthews is upstairs, ball 1. One ball, no strikes to count on Matthews. Pitch on the way. That one stays upstairs, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to count on the Bulldogs backstop. Royer will check the runner over at first. And the 2-0 is on the way, and that one is lifted back and foul for strike 1. Jay O'Neill, the DH, would reach on a leadoff walk to start off this 4th inning as Matthews looks at ball 3.
I'll tell you, some of these aren't missing by much, and that one was very close.
So the count now 3 balls, 1 strike against Dakota Matthews. Again, Royer checks O'Neal at first, who's not going anywhere. Pitch on the way. 3-1 is in there for called strike 2. And Royer has battled back and now has a full count.
That's tough.
Against Matthews. That one looked a little low from here, but he got the call anyways. So 3-2 the count, 2 outs, runner on first, payoff pitch on the way. O'Neal gets a head start, and this one's hit to the left side. But McGatha is there for the catch and the third out. And that will do it for the 4th inning. We will go to the bottom of the 4th. The Bulldogs trail 4-0. We'll be back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big AA. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. Their phone number 678-246-1031. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown. Or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant right here in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
Welcome back as we head to the top half of the 4th inning. The Cedartown Bulldogs now trail 4-0. I beg your pardon, we head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. 4-0 the score. 4 runs on 7 hits and 1 error for Pierce County. Dogs held only 1 hit in this ball game. It was actually 0-1, no runs, 1 hit for Pierce County through the first 2 innings, but then the 4 spot happened in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, and here we are at the bottom half of the 4th, and the Bulldogs will try to keep the game right where it is. The Bulldogs bat stymied here against Pierce County.
Gavin Allred still out on the mound for the Dogs. Everett Perkins is still over at third base. I could have sworn, though, that Ace Allen had moved over there once X came off the mound, but I think I'm wrong in that one. But we do know that Allred, the 3rd Bulldogs pitcher, as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, and the Bulldog pitching staff and defense are going to have to tighten up here if we want to keep this one close. Pierce County already with a 4-run lead. You'd love to have a quick 1-2-3 inning and get the bats back to work in the 5th. But we will contend with the top of the order. Williams, Hare, and Hall due up for Pierce County here to open up this bottom of the 4th inning.
We had to wait for our catcher to come out. Now we're having to wait for home plate umpire who had gone down the other side, and now he's heading back to the plate. So that's the current delay as we are talking, and we do apologize for the technical issues for those watching video. I know the camera behind home plate is a little bit jittery right now. We had to switch our internet sources. Chance Williams will lead it off here for Pierce County in the bottom half of the 4th.
Williams 0 for 2 on the afternoon. First pitch on the way from Allred. Inside, missed, ball 1. Allred comes set. And pitch is on the way. Swing and a miss from Williams. Strike 1. The count now even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just opening up this bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch on the way. That one just missed.
That looked like a great pitch. I don't know what was wrong with that. Center field camera had a good look at it.
So 2-1 now the count. And the pitch on the way from Allred. That one misses low, ball 3.
That didn't miss by much.
Are you saying that there could potentially be a small strike zone from the home plate umpire tonight? 3-1 the count. Pitch on the way, and that one is lifted to center field. It'll be Tony Ware who will range over to his left and back some, and will make the squeeze for out number 1. So Williams now 0 for 3 with the fly out to center field.
Jones Heron.
And that'll bring up Jones Heron. Heron comes to the plate with nobody on and 1 out. Heron 1 for 2. Pitch on the way. That one's hit to the right side, but foul. Maybe is this the Pierce County maybe middle school team there with a couple of guys coming by?
Possibly.
A couple of young men in some bright white uniforms. And we have time called over on the right side. I think we were retrieving the foul ball, and we now get it into the Pierce County dugout. So we're ready to go to work here. Aaron behind in the count, 0-1. Pitch on the way from Allred, and that's in there called strike 2 over the outside part of the plate. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning, 4-0. We're going to switch back baseballs.
This 4th inning has gone on for a while.
Not as long as that third inning. Oh, my gosh. I think I've aged during that one. Probably gained a few pounds. 0-2 the count. Pitch on the way. That one is in the dirt. Ball 1.
Almost hit him.
The wind really picking up coming in from that right side.
Sun is about to go behind the trees here.
It might get a little cool.
It's possible. It got cold last night. It's supposed to be down close to freezing this evening. I know at least in Cedartown it's going to be.
So you mean we're going to leave sunny and 70?
Don't worry, it's going to be pretty warm this week.
Okay.
I think the game at Rockmart on Tuesday should be pretty warm. Swing and a miss, they're going to have to throw them out. And they will.
Beautiful.
Out number 2.
2 up, 2 down here at the bottom of the 4th inning as Pierce County has been retired in order.
Emmett Hall.
It'll bring up Emmett Hall. He comes to the plate with the bases empty and 2 outs. Allred having a pretty decent bottom of the 4th inning here. Want to continue that, but we know all the trouble back in the 3rd inning came with 2 outs. Hall 1 for 2 on the afternoon. First pitch on the way. Nope. Allred will step off. Hall steps back in, and now we're ready to go. First pitch on the way from Allred, and that's lifted to the left side and foul. That one almost landed in the boat. Not the boat. 0-1 the count.
Don't want to put a dent in that thing.
No. Allred looks in. Pitch on the way. Misses, ball 1.
That was low and in there to him.
So the count now even. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hall. That one's hit over to the right side, but foul. Hall, the first baseman, 1 for 2 with a run scored and a strikeout. Excuse me. New baseball, and I think we're almost back to ready. And here we go. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count, 2 out, nobody on. Pitch on the way, and that does hit him. So Hall will draw the 2 out free pass as he is hit by a pitch from Allred. And that is going to bring up McGatha, the left fielder, who is 1 for 2 with a run scored. This is right in the middle of all the trouble that we had back in the 3rd inning. Hall scored a run, McGatha scored a run, and Williams, the right fielder, also scored a run.
Well, and again, all that happened with 2 outs.
Yep.
And here we are with 2 outs.
And they all had hits, but luckily we retired Heron. Hall does reach, but it's off of a hit by ball. And so McGatha will come to the plate with the runner at first and 2 outs. 1 for 2 on the afternoon. First pitch on the way is inside, ball 1. Allred with the look into Matthews, comes set, and the pitch is on the way. That one was behind the batter, and the runner from first is going to advance to second base, and it's going to be a 2-0 count now on McGatha. And the pitching coach, Coach Smith, will come out and have a little discussion and see what's going on with Allred. We saw Ra Ware pitch some last night. He could potentially come in relief if we needed him to. We saw Cole Dingler.
I would think Cole Dingler would be
I would think he would be a.
He would be a definite option if you needed to go to another reliever.
I think.
There's still, though, a lot of baseball left.
There is. That's the problem. Do you think he would be your next up? Would you go to Dingler, or would you try to wait and save him for?
Well, you also have
possible?
to remember, too, that you got a ball game on Tuesday. And you got to make sure that you got your pitchers available because that's the Rockmar game at the Rock. You definitely want to make sure you got your staff ready for that. So here we go. 2 balls and no strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second base. Pierce County scored 4 in the third, threatening here with 2 outs in the fourth.
Allred looks in, gets the sign. Checks the runner, pitch on the way. That one is high and tight. Ball 3.
Allred having trouble finding the strike zone after those 2 quick outs. Don't need a walk.
3-0 the count. Pitch on the way. Lost him. Ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to McGatha.
Here comes
now
Coach
has
Johnson.
Runners at first and second, and there will be a pitching change. You are right.
Caden Williams.
It'll be Williams to the plate, but we'll have a pitching change. Let's take a 60-second timeout. We'll come back and give you the new pitcher. You're listening to Cedartown High School Baseball here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown and 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Welcome back. New pitcher for the Bulldogs, Will Pilgrim, will take over on the hill. 2 outs and runners on first and second for the Pierce County Bears. This will be the first appearance on the hill for Will Pilgrim this season. So we'll see how he does. You know, we were trying to guess on who might go out there. And for some reason, Will Pilgrim didn't come to mind for us, but it looks like we'll get to see what he's got here. Definitely a tough spot with runners on first and second and 2 outs. And Pilgrim continuing his warm-up tosses, and we're just about ready to go here at Brunswick High School.
He will face Williams, who is 1 for 1 with an RBI, a run scored, and a walk, the right fielder for Pierce County, as the home plate umpire will dust off home plate. And we will get ready to go back to work. Like you said, Pilgrim coming in a tough spot, Andrew. 2 outs, 2 on. And you're trying to get out of this inning without giving up any more damage, already trailing 4-0. 4 runs would come across back in the bottom of the third inning. All would come with 2 outs, and now more 2-out trouble brewing here in the bottom of the fourth. Pilgrim checks the runner at second, quickly delivers, and that one is lifted out of play, strike 1. Whoa.
That was in the air for a while.
Got the rough. 0-1 the count on Williams. Pilgrim again checks the runner at second base. Now pitch on the way. That one is hit hard to the left side. It's going to be a tough play for Blackman. He is not going to get there. It's going to go to the wall. One run is in, though. We're going to wave around the second runner. The play at the plate, and he is in there safely. And now the runner thought about going to third, but he will go back to second base, and a 2-out, 2-run double for Williams has busted this one wide open, and it's 6-0. Pierce County on top. More 2-out trouble. And the Bears put 2 more on the board here in the bottom of the 4th. Ace Allen has entered the game. He is playing left field now, not Brody Blackman.
Well, let me tell you something, though. That ball, I don't care who's playing left field.
No.
They weren't going to get to it.
Unless you were Superman, you weren't going to make it. Royer now, the opposing pitcher, steps in and takes inside ball 1. So the score now 6-0. And the pitch is on the way, and that misses too. And I have a correction. It's not Will Pilgrim, it's Owen Pilgrim. Owen Pilgrim.
I said the wrong thing too. So.
Well, that's all right. That one's lifted to the right side. Should be playable for Fordby. He will come in and make the squeeze for out number 3, but not before 2 more runs were plated for the Pierce County Bears here in the bottom of the 4th. 6-0 your score. We'll go to the top of the 5th. We'll be back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. The Big.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Welcome back to Cedartown Bulldogs Baseball and the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. As we head to the top half of the 5th inning, the Bulldogs now trail 6-0 as Pierce County put 4 on the board in the 3rd and 2 more in the 4th inning and now have a 6-0 lead. Ex-Holiday started this ball game on the mound and went 2 innings and gave up only 1 hit. But since he left the ball game, things have been a bit of a struggle for the Bulldogs defensively and pitching-wise. But it's also been a struggle for the bats, Sam.
It has. We've seen pitchers Will Graham. We have seen Gavin Allred, and then most recently Owen Pilgrim coming in for the Dogs. So a tough go of it in the 3rd and the 4th inning. We'll see if we can't get something started offensively for the 5th. It'll be the bottom of the order in Everett Perkins. And then we'll go back to the top of the order for the Dogs in Tony Ware and Ace Allen. So Perkins comes to the plate. He is 1 for 1 on the afternoon.
You get the bats going, down 6-0.
Got to get them. And in a hurry. Top of the 5th inning here from Brunswick High School, Golden Isles. First pitch on the way from Perkins, misses ball 1. And there is a new pitcher out there for Pierce County. It is Weathersby.
Yeah, number 19, Dalton Weathersby.
So Royer's night is done. Pitch on the way from Weathersby, swing and a miss. And that is in there for a strike. Royer would go 4 innings, giving up just 1 hit, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts. He would face 17 batters, throw 77 pitches, 44 of which would find the strike zone. The count, though, here on Everett Perkins is now 1-1. Pitch on the way, and that one's in there for strike 2. Breaking ball over the plate. And Perkins is behind in the count. 1-2. Weathersby comes set. And the pitch is on the way. Oh, and that one plunked Perkins. So Everett Perkins will trot down to first base, and a leadoff base runner is aboard as we go back to the top of the order. And Tony Ware. Ware still looking for a hit. He has walked in both of his plate appearances. Ace Allen on deck for the Dogs. Allen has played shortstop today. He's played third base, and he's now playing out in left field. First pitch on the way to Ware is hit to the left side. It's going to be a play for the shortstop. He will gather and throw over to first, and not in time. So a deep hit into the hole there at short, and a speedy runner in Tony Ware doesn't give Williams a chance, and the Dogs have runners at first and second and nobody out with Ace Allen up to the plate.
Well, the rally's got to start somewhere, and it's at-bats like that's an infield hit. I think that's only our second hit of the ball game.
It is. You are correct. Allen to the plate. He's 0 for 1 on the second game this afternoon with a strikeout and a walk. And that one misses ball 1. One ball, no strikes to count on the Bulldogs left fielder. Pitch on the way to Allen. That's it to the left side. Another chance for the shortstop. He'll gobble up, go to second for the out there, and on to first, and it gets away from him, and the run is going to come in from third base and score. So the Dogs trading out for a run. Tony Ware was thrown out at second base, but Everett Perkins came from third, and that's the first run of the board on the board for the Dogs here against Pierce County. It's 6-1.
That's a fielder's choice. They tried to turn the double play, but in doing so,
threw it away.
Threw it away.
So Ace Allen will stand over at first base, and X Holiday will come to the plate. X 0 for 2. First pitch on the way to Holiday. That's in there for a called strike 1. So 6-1 now your score. 1 out, 1 on for the Bulldog senior. Weathersby checks the runner over at first in Allen. And now comes set. Pitch on the way to Holiday. Breaking ball, missed outside.
Wow, it looked like a pretty good pitch.
Ball 1. Maybe it was high is what he was, the umpire there. Sometimes the home plate umpire will indicate where it missed. Sometimes they don't. But the count now even. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one is lifted to the left side and out of play for Holiday, who is now behind in the count 1-2.
Good buddy Chris McKelvey is in Athens today. He was sending us a picture. He's inside the Stegman Coliseum for the big basketball game, Georgia and Auburn tonight.
Pitch on the way to Holiday. That one's hit to the right side. If that gets down, that might be trouble, and it does. A diving attempt by the center fielder, but it is not caught.
Well, I tell you what,
Ace had to hold up. Otherwise, he probably would have been crossing home plate.
That was almost a spectacular catch. I mean, he had it in his glove, but when he hit the ground, it popped out. And you're right, he had to hold up because with less than 1 out, if that's called, he'll be a dead duck at first.
But instead, he stands at second base, does Ace Allen, and X Holiday stands over at first base. And that is going to bring up Cole Dingler, who, again, we keep saying this, is due. So Dingler comes to the plate with runners at first and second and 1 out, and Jay O'Neill standing on deck. And you are right, Heron made a heck of an attempt out there in center field for the Bears. First pitch on the way from Weathersby to Dingler. He is on the way, and that one almost hit Cole inside ball 1.
I don't know how it didn't.
Tell you what, it might have moved a little dust off of his uniform, that's for sure. So the count 1-0 on the Bulldogs' first baseman. Pitch all the way from Weathersby, and that one is inside as well. Oh, but they call that a strike on the inside corner.
I look like the same pitch.
Strike 1. I thought it was too, just maybe a little lower in the zone, but this time it does catch the zone. So the count now even. 1 ball, 1 strike on Dingler. And the pitch is on the way. That one inside as well. Ball 2. Everything so far to Dingler has been inside. And Cole is ahead in the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. The sun now behind the pine trees, and the temperature already feeling like it's falling a little bit. 2-1 the count. Pitch on the way, and that one is hit to the left side, and that's going to get down. The runner is going to come around third. He's going to be waved home. The throw is going to come into the infield and cut off there, and the Bulldogs have put up 2 here in the 5th inning, and it is 6-2. Runners at the corners and 1 out.
That's good to see there from Dingler.
A solid RBI single.
Yeah, he blistered a 2-1 pitch in there to left field, and his first hit in quite a while, and it does plate home a run. And here's Jay O'Neill, who is also due.
You've got X Holiday, a speedy runner, standing over at third. You've got Cole Dingler over at first, and the big bat of Jay O'Neill in the DH spot. 0 for 1. O'Neill has also walked. Pitch on the way from Weathersby.
Hit him.
Yep. And O'Neill will go down to first base, and all of a sudden the bases are loaded with only 1 out for the Dogs, and it's going to bring up Samuel Formby.
Can you believe it? The tying run is at the plate right now. And we've got a coaching visit. Not a surprise at all for Pierce County. And their new pitcher is struggling here. Only 1 out here in the bottom half of the 5th.
When we came into
the top half of the 5th, beg your pardon.
When we came into this inning, Andrew, the Dogs had only 1 hit and no runs. Here we are with the bases loaded, 1 out, 4 hits and 2 runs, and the chance with 1 swing of the bat from Samuel Formby. Now he's going to have to hit it a long way, but he could tie this one up with 1 swing of the bat. Of course, we'll still take them 1 run at a time. Long visit.
It's a pitching change.
Yeah, it is, aren't they? They're going to go ahead and pull him.
So they will make the change. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is when we come back in a moment. This 60-second timeout, Cedartown trails 6-2.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the big delay.
Welcome back. The new pitcher for the Pierce County Bears is going to be the center fielder, who was the center fielder, now pitching, Jones Herron. So he'll take over, number 6. We'll don't know exactly what will be the defensive change. There may be a defensive change or two. But we can tell you this, the Bulldogs have the bases loaded on only 1 out.
They do. While Herron completes his warm-up tosses, I'll give you a couple of scores from college basketball. Arkansas defeating Missouri 88-73. Number 24, Florida picks up a win at home against Vanderbilt 77-64. Number 20, South Carolina goes on the road to Oxford and picks up a win over Ole Miss by a final of 72-59. And there's a long way to go in the second half of this one. But don't hold your breath, or hold your breath. I'm going to hold my breath. Number 17, Kentucky, leading the 13th-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide 77-54. But let me tell you what, Nate Oates has a heck of a team out of Tuscaloosa, but they are on the road there at Rupp Arena and trailing. Georgia and Auburn will get underway around 6. Tennessee and Texas A&M around 8, and LSU and Mississippi State the nightcap at 8:30. First pitch from Jones here and misses. Outside ball 1 against Samuel Formby. The SEC has really been exciting to watch here as nobody wants to claim that top spot between Tennessee, Alabama, Kentucky, and Auburn. All of those teams jockeying for position, and Alabama right now leading the SEC. But back here at baseball, that one's hit to the right side from Formby, but foul, so he will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And the Bulldogs with a chance. They have loaded the bases. They have 1 out. They have already plated 2 runs. They entered this inning with only 1 hit on the afternoon and trailing by 6 runs. They now have 4 hits and 2 runs on the board, and the bases are juiced. Aaron, the southpaw, delivers that one in there for a called strike.
I think it had to be a called strike because he did not swing at that.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Formby. Pitch on the way, and that one is going to be inside. Misses 2 balls, 2 strikes now, the count on the Bulldogs' right fielder.
Yeah, Heron, a southpaw, left on left here, the matchup.
You know Formby can put it in play. Love to see him with a good hit here, and he swings at that one, but it is foul. Yeah, he just got a little bit of it. Back to the backstop, so Formby will stay alive. Brother Caleb Formby will retrieve the ball, and he is also in the on-deck circle for the Dogs. If we could get Formby and Formby aboard, that would bring up Dakota Matthews.
Kind of wish he didn't tap it, because if he hadn't, we would have had a run score.
Yes,
and he would have been at
have,
first base with a stand-up strikeout.
We would have cut the lead to half. But anyways, that one is in there for called strike 3 right down Broadway, and Formby is down on strikes, and that's the second out of the inning.
It's a big second out for Pierce County.
So that'll bring up Caleb Formby, 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. He's due. Comes to the plate with the bases loaded. Holiday over at third. Anything past the infield, and you know Holiday is going to score easily. He is a speedy runner. You got Cole Dingler out at second base as Formby fouls that one to the right side in the hole 0-1. And then you got Jay O'Neill over at first. So not a ton of speed between the runners at first and second, but a speedy Holiday over at third. If we could at least get 1 more run out of this, you feel a little more comfortable going to the bottom of the 5th. Pitch on the way. That one hangs up outside and away, or up and away, excuse me, and that is ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the count on the Bulldogs' second baseman. Heron working quickly. Pitch on the way, and that one again is hit to the right side and foul. Good barehanded snag over there by the Pierce County dugout.
I wouldn't mind it if he did hit it fair down the right side.
Buddy, if he could drive it down that right side, I think you've got 2. Probably not 3, but 2. But a pitch on the way, and that one is, again, outside. And the count back even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded, number 2 at the plate for the Dogs. Heron comes set. 2-2 pitch on the way. That one is lifted foul back behind us.
Good battle.
And Formby will stay alive.
Yeah, good battle here. Formby the younger, battling here with 2-2 count.
By 2 minutes. A lot of 2s out there right now. Aaron checks his wristband. Now he's ready to go. Pitch on the way, and that one is hit to the left side. If it gets through, it's trouble. It does. Holiday is going to score. They'll hold the runner at third.
They had to.
And the Dogs are going to have 3 on the board, and you're right, they did.
They had to, because the left fielder got to it really quickly. Caden McGath out there kept it from anybody else from scoring, but the Bulldogs get another run. It's now 6-3, and the tying run is on board, and the go-ahead run at the plate, Dakota Matthews.
Matthews 0 for 2. Comes to the plate with the bases loaded. First pitch on the way to Matthews, and a bad kind of check swing there, and it is in there, called strike 1.
It was way inside, and he had already committed to the swing, and he knew as soon as he swung at it that he shouldn't.
So Matthews in the hole, 0-1 pitch on the way, and that one's in there for a called strike 2. And Matthews is quickly in the hole.
He's got to clear his head on that first swing. I think he was still thinking about it.
Step out on this one, but he won't. So 0-2 pitch on the way. That one's taken upstairs. Ball 1. Good snag there by Stone. You've got Dingler at third, O'Neill at second, and Formby at first base. Dakota Matthews in the hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes, pitch on the way, and that one hit him. No, it didn't, but it will get away from the catcher, and the run will come in to score, and it's 6-4.
I'm shocked it didn't hit him.
How did it not hit him?
Either way, though, it's going to give Cedartown a run.
It does.
If it hit him, it's a run.
It didn't
and the base
hit
is
him.
still loaded.
And it came all the way to the backstop, and it scores 1. And O'Neill moves up from second to third, and Formby moves from first to second. And Andrew Carter, the Dogs are down by 2, 6-4 here in the top of the 5th inning.
And a base hit would certainly tie it now.
So Matthews has the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, and that one's in the dirt, ball 3. So after falling behind 0-2, Dakota Matthews, the Bulldogs backstop, has worked the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. Top of the 5th inning, the Bulldogs have already plated 4, looking for more. Pitch on the way, that one is chopped right at the plate, foul. And Matthews will live to see another pitch.
First base is open after that wild pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 4 runs in for Cedartown here in the top of the 5th.
Heron comes set, payoff pitch on the way. That one's hit to the left side, but to the shortstop, he's going to have a chance to throw on to first, and that will be out number 3, but not before the Dogs are able to put 4 on the board. We will go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Cedartown trails by 2, 6-4. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the GHSA.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Welcome back to Cedartown Bulldogs Baseball on the Big Double A, 106.1 FM, AM 1340, the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. And Owen Pilgrim will continue his work on the hill for the Bulldogs after taking over. So here's the situation. 4 runs came across in the 3rd, 2 runs came across in the 4th, and here in the bottom half of the 5th, the task is simple. It's easier said than done, of course, is to have a quick inning and not allow any runs to come across.
You want to hold them right where they are. The Bulldogs plating 4 runs in that top of the 5th inning to bring us back into this game, and it's 6-4. You only trail by 2, and Pilgrim has a tall order, though, here in the bottom of the 5th inning. For Pierce County, it looks like it'll be Stone to lead things off. So 7, 8, 9 due up in Stone, Figaro, and McCook. Stone, though, 2 for 2 on the afternoon with an RBI.
Jonathan Stone.
So the Pierce County backstop will come to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th. Tell you what, a good game there at Rupp Arena. Lexington, Kentucky, 84-58. The Wildcats leading the Crimson Tide. Just under 12 minutes to play in the 2nd. First pitch on the way, though, to Stone. Cut and a miss. Strike 1. Man, if Kentucky could knock off Alabama, I'd be a happy camper. Pilgrim comes set, pitch on the way, and that one is lifted to the left side. It'll be Holiday who will retreat onto the outfield grass and make the squeeze for out number 2. 2 pitches, 1 out for Owen Pilgrim. And that will bring up Figaro. He comes to the plate, 0 for 1. walking an RBI.
Figaro.
The designated hitter.
Yes.
He stands in with the bases empty and 1 out. First pitch on the way from Pilgrim. Upstairs, ball 1. Won the count, pitch on the way, and that one's hit over to the right side, and that one is going to drop. It was 1-0, not 0-1. But Figaro serves one up to right center field, and he is on with a single and 1 out, and that will go to the number 9 spot in the order for the Bears. It'll be McCook, the second baseman, 1 for 2 on the afternoon. I didn't realize how loud that was until just then.
Yeah, the food truck is about to leave, and they shut down their generator. It's been running all afternoon.
Pitch on the way from Pilgrim. Inside, ball 1.
I can hear crowd noise now.
I know it, right? 1-0 the count. Pilgrim checks the runner Figaro at first. McCook comes in to the box. He's ready to go now, and the pitch is on the way. That one misses, ball 2. Low. 2-0 the count now. Cook stands in, pitch on the way. That one's lifted foul, and the count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Pilgrim is the 4th Bulldogs pitcher of the afternoon. Like you said, Holiday would go 2 innings. Will Graham would only go 2/3 of an inning. Gavin Allred would go a full inning. All of the trouble would come with Graham and Allred. Graham would give up 4 runs, all 4 of them earned on 5 hits. Allred would give up 2 runs, all of them earned on 1 hit. Pitch on the way from Pilgrim.
It's called strike 2. Pitch was dropped by Matthews, but the call was a strike. It's 2-2 now.
So the count even on Braxton McCook. I bet he's a Pirate for real. Pitch on the way. That's hit to the left side and through. So Pierce County back in business. They've got runners at first and second with only 1 out. And Pilgrim just has to remind himself that he's 1 good pitch away from getting himself out of this inning. He's got an infield that can turn a double play, and he's just got to trust him on this one. We'll go back to the top of the order in the shortstop Williams, 0 for 3 on the afternoon. Checks the runner at second, pitch on the way. That one misses low and outside. Ball 1. Long look in from Williams, from Pilgrim to Williams. Now he's set. That one misses upstairs, ball 2.
You know, I think he's paying way too close attention to the runner at second base. I know he wants to keep him over there.
But I don't think Figaro's going anywhere.
But he's looking over there and then looking immediately to the plate and throwing. I just don't think he's getting his bearings straight.
Pitch on the way, and that one's hit to the left side. Chopper down the third base side, but foul. So everybody will have to go back and reset. The count now 2 balls and 1 strike on the shortstop.
Bottom half of the 5th inning. Pierce County 6, Cedartown 4.
Pilgrim checks the runner at second base. Checks him again, and now he'll step off. Figaro not really going anywhere, but he's playing a lot of games with him out there. Now we're ready to go back to work. Pilgrim, the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss from Williams, strike 2. The count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Pilgrim, with a good pitch here, could have us with 2 outs. Checks the runner at second. Look into Matthews. Pitch on the way. That one's hit to the left side, but foul. Good battle between Pilgrim and Williams. The count stays even, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Need some baseballs.
Looks like we've had some defensive adjustments. Andrew Yarber is out in right field for the Bulldogs, and Gerald has come in to play second for Cedartown. I'm just now noticing that on my Game Changer app. So the pitch on the way from Pilgrim. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pilgrim with a strikeout of Williams, and that is 2 gone here in the bottom of the 5th. That's going to bring up Heron.
What a pitch. What a pitch.
Jones Heron got the start in center field, has come in relief for the Bears. He comes to the plate 1 for 3 on the afternoon with a strikeout and a run scored. First pitch on the way from Pilgrim in there, called strike 1. Got the outside part of the plate there, and Pilgrim quickly ahead against his opposing pitcher, Heron. Counterpart. 0-1, pitch on the way. That one's hit to the left side. It's going to be a play for Holiday. He will gobble up, fire on to first, but it pulls Cole Dingler off of the bag.
I don't know if they get him anyway.
I don't think they do.
Honestly, I think that's going to be an infield hit. When he got past the third baseman for the Bulldogs, who's Perkins, and X playing deep at short, I don't think they had a chance at all. And that's unfortunate. That would have gotten us out of the inning, and that's going to continue it now for number 11, Emmett Hall.
So the bases are loaded full of Bears. And again, more 2-out trouble brewing, but we could put a stop to it here with Hall. But Hall 1 for 2, 2 runs scored, and a walk. First pitch on the way from Pilgrim just misses, ball 1.
At least he doesn't have to worry about the runner at second now. He can just pitch.
That's right. Just focus on the man at the plate. Pilgrims come set, pitch on the way. That one's in there, called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on the first baseman for the Bears.
1-2, he says.
What? No, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoreboard's got to be wrong. Pitch on the way, and that one is going to be fouled back. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, that's what I thought, but the home plate umpire put 1 and 2 up.
Yeah, he was wrong.
But it is 1 and 2.
He's right now.
But there only been 2 pitches, so I don't know what was going on. But anyway,
your guess is as good as mine. At least we're on the same page now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, bases loaded, 2 outs. Pitch on the way. That one's upstairs, 2-2. And again, Pilgrim is 1 good pitch away from getting us out of this inning. Sending us to the top of the 6th. But he's got to make it here. Pitch on the way. That one's hit to the right side, or to the left side. Holiday will gobble up and go to second for the easy out. And the Bulldogs, they leave them loaded to the Bears. The Bulldogs pitch out of trouble. We'll go to the top of the 6th, still trailing by 2. It is 6-4. We'll be back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and price to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings. Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big AA. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
And we head to the top half of the 6th inning. Cedartown trails 6-4. A 4 spot for the Bulldogs in the top half of the 5th. And in the bottom half, the bases were left loaded. And Owen Pilgrim gets out of a big jam thanks to some good defense up the middle. And now we head to the top of the 6th inning and hoping for some more offense. The Bulldogs scoring all 4 of their runs in the previous inning. But it's getting late. Dogs only have 6 outs left. And it will be Everett Perkins, I believe, to bat.
9-1-2 due up for the Dogs. Perkins is 1 for 1 with a run scored. Also has been hit by a pitch, if I'm not mistaken. So Perkins will dig in.
And we need the music off.
There it is.
There we go.
And the pitch is on the way from Heron, and that misses ball 1.
Batting, number 14, Perkins.
So Jones Heron now in his second inning of relief work for Pierce County. And he's behind in the count, 1-0, and he catches that one on the inside part of the plate. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count on the Bulldogs' third baseman. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Big cut there by Perkins. Heron looks in, pitch on the way. Now it's fouled off to the right side. Everett will stay alive.
Sun is set here at Brunswick High School. Lights are on.
Count 1-2. Pitch on the way. That one is outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, nobody out. Top of the 6th inning. Dogs trail by 2. 6-4 is your score. Pitch on the way. That one misses. Ball 3. So Perkins has worked the count full now. Tony Ware, who is in the on-deck circle, retrieves the loose baseball and will take it over to the home plate umpire. And then jog back over. Now we are ready to go. Pitch on the way. Walked him. Ball 4. So Perkins with a leadoff walk, and we've got another leadoff base runner. And it's going to bring up number 13, Tony Ware. Ware is 1 for 1 with 2 walks. Perkins now 1 for 1. A run scored, has been walked once and was hit by a pitch. Ware with a chance to move Perkins over. How quick of a runner do you think Perkins is?
I imagine he's pretty fast.
That's in there for called strike 1 on Ware. Tony behind in the count. Heron comes set. And pitch on the way. That one's in the dirt. Good stop there by Stone. That kept Perkins from advancing, and the count is now even. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Bulldogs center fielder.
2-4-3. Let's go, T.
And the pitch on the way from Heron, and that's hit to the left side. The shortstop, Williams, will lose it. Not going to have a play on it. He was going to gather up and throw on it. He just lost it there in transition. And so Everett Perkins will stand at second base. Tony Ware will stand at first. And Ace Allen will come to the plate with nobody out.
You know, perhaps what happened there, Sam, I think he might have been thinking about, do I have time to go to second base? And while he was thinking about that, ball with the ball, it'll be an E6 because they would have definitely had the out at first, I would have thought. But now Ace Allen will have a chance now with runners on first and second and nobody out. The tying run is aboard once again.
Tying run aboard, the go-ahead run at the plate. First pitch on the way from Heron, showing bunt there. And they said he went around on it.
That's all I can imagine because it wasn't a strike.
There's no way that it was a strike without it, but it is now a 0-1 count on Allen. So Ace will step back in behind in the count, 0-1. And the pitch on the way, showing bunt again. And he went around again on it, so now he's in the hole 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, the count on Ace Allen, who's played all over the place here in this game against Pierce County. Pitch on the way, and that one is going to be in the dirt, ball 1. This is the second game of the day for the Dogs, the third game in the 3-game series over the weekend. Cedartown playing last night, 2 games here today. looking to pick up their first win of the weekend trip and their first win of the season, but they're going to have to overcome a 2-run deficit. Pitch on the way. That one is served over to the right side, but the right fielder will come in and make the play. Had that one been just a little bit shallower or more to the right side, it possibly could have fallen in, but it does not, and that is out number 1, and it'll bring up X Holiday. X comes to the plate with the runner still at first and second, and now 1 out. Holiday, 1 for 3. A run scored.
I don't think it would have scored a run. We probably would have had bases loaded with nobody out, but
it would have put us in a good spot, though.
It would have. But right
Coulda,
now,
woulda, shoulda.
Right now, the tying run's still at first.
So Holiday to the plate. First pitch on the way to X, and it's hit to the right side and down the line, and it will step on first for the second out, but it does move the runners over to second and third, but it comes at the cost of an out as Holiday just trickles that one down the first base side.
You know, that ball started in foul territory, but then it bounced fair. And, of course, that's a fair ball as long as it could go foul but then go fair, and then it was picked up over first in fair territory.
So that's going to bring up Cole Dingler. Dingler with a hit at his last trip. 1 for 3, a run scored and an RBI.
A big chance here for Dingler. Top of the 6, 2 outs, runners on second and third, a base hit.
Plates
tie the game.
Yeah,
yep.
it plates at least 1 pitch on the way from Dingler in there called strike 1. And you've got speedy runners on the base pads, especially with Tony Ware out there at second base. Dingler digs in, pitch on the way from Heron. Big swing and a miss from the Bulldogs' first baseman, and he is down to his last strike. 0-2 the count, 2 on, 2 out, top of the 6th. The Dogs down to their final 4 outs. Pitch on the way. And that one's a chopper right at the plate. It's going to go to the right side. The pitcher will come in and field, throw on to first for out number 3. So the Bulldogs strand 2, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Cedartown still trailing 6-4. We'll be back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. Their phone number 678-246-1031. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown. Or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant.